Alright, so in our last video we completed the bottle, or the body of the bottle, but I forgot to do one thing, and I already hit the green check mark saying I was going to accept that sketch, or the extrude in this case. Really easy way to go back and fix that is to right click on the last thing you've done, or whatever you want to change. In this case, my last thing I did was the extrude one, and I'm going to go here to edit definition and click on that, and you can see it turns it yellow again. Now what the tutorial wanted was to have this the body, instead of being on top of the top plane, they want it below the top plane. It's a really easy way to do that. You can use this arrow right here and flip direction like that, or I can use the arrow up here to change the direction, and it works the same way. So whatever you find easiest, put the sketch, or put the bottle on the bottom side of the top plane like that. Now it also wanted me to change this, instead of 236 it needed to be 160. So you can type in 160 there, or you can type in 160 here. It works the same way. And so once we put the body on the bottom side of the top plane here, we change the direction, we've adjusted it to 160. Now we can hit the green check mark again, and so now we should be good to go. Alright, the see if I can get back to it here. The tutorial wants to do a revolve, and this is we did a revolve with the kit assembly, and this one we're going to, instead of add material, we're going to remove material to make this handle. And so first thing we'll do is we'll click on the revolve button, and we'll go to placement, and we're going to define the front plane, and we'll sketch a couple circles here. So let's do that. So I'm going to click on the revolve, which is right over here on the right. Click on that. I'm going to come over here to placement. Click on placement. I'm going to define. And I'm going to click on, they want us to click on the front plane. So if you find the word front, click on that. Reference should be top. And we'll hit sketch. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to sketch a couple circles. It doesn't really matter where, what side, just somewhere over here, probably towards the left side. Kind of like that. Now watch what happens as I move my mouse around. You can see this little red rectangle right above my mouse. And what that is showing that this circle, the center of this circle, and the center of my next circle will be in line with each other. And so that's what we want. Now you also see, as I drag the circle out, a red R appears, and that's showing that these two circles are in the same size right now. The radius is the same, and so we want them in line with each other and the same radius to make things simple. Now next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a tangent line on each side. So I'm going to use the line arrow fly out here, and I'm going to click on the tangent, or line tangent, and I'm going to click on this side of this circle and this side of this circle, and then same thing on the other side. I'm going to click on this side and then this side. I'm going to use my middle mouse wheel. I'm just going to click down with my middle mouse wheel, and you can see it takes me back to the 1x1 tool and kind of closes that up. Next thing we need to do is trim off this circle, or this half of the circle and this half of that circle. We'll click on the line delete segment, or the trim tool, and again I can click down and drag a line, and whatever that touches will be trimmed off. Or I can just click on this one and this one. Oh, I'm sorry. Click on the delete segment. I can click on this and this, whatever way you want to do that. Okay, so now we got the shape of the handle. Now we need to give it some dimension. So we also need to define what we're going to revolve around. So let's go to the line button again, and we'll go create a center line. And to somewhere over here to the left, we're going to try to make a perpendicular or a vertical line. If you look, as I bring this closer to the vertical, it snaps. It's got a little V, red V there. So we'll click again to create that. So just click once down here, and that creates that vertical line. Now we need to again define how big these are going to be, and let's see, there it is. Done that. Now to create some dimensions, we're going to create a dimension for the width of these circles that we created, this hole opening. We're going to create a dimension from the edge of the circle to the edge of the bottle, so we can tell how far that is. We're also going to create a dimension from the edge of the bottle to the edge of the center line, and then finally from the top of the circle and or from the edge of the circle to the top and bottom of the bottle. So let's go back to this. Hold on. Sorry about that. The phone rang. Alright, so we're going to create some dimensions here. And we want to click on this button right here. And now we're going to create a dimension from, if I can do that, sorry. Alright, here we go. We're going to create a dimension from this side of these circles to this side. So as left click, and now we're going to middle click up above the bottle. Then we're going to left click on this side, left click on the outside of the bottle, and you see how that turns blue right there, and then middle click up above. Then we're going to left click on the edge of the bottle, left click on the center line that we drew, and then middle click in between. Then we got two more. We're going to left click on top of this this shape, and then on top of the bottle here, and then middle click over here, and then same thing down here at the bottom. I'm going to left click on the bottom of this circle and the bottom of the bottle, and then middle click over here. Alright, so now the dimensions that it wants, the width here is going to be 30. The distance from the edge, the hole is going to be 25. From the edge of the bottle to the center line is going to be 30. And then from the bottom and top is going to be 20. So let's do these. And click on the 1x1 tool and start clicking these. So this one was going to be 30. And enter. And again, all I'm doing is just double clicking on the number, typing in, this one's going to be 25, and then press enter. This one over here is 30, and enter. This one's kind of hard to see, but this dimension here from the top of the circle to the top of the bottle was 20. Sorry. And then this one here was 20 as well. So that should give us the shape that we want. Now we're ready to accept the sketch. And you can see we have this weird looking donut thing on the bottle. And that's our revolve. Now what we want to do is to cut this hole out. And so the way we do that is click on the remove material button. And then we can take a little peek at it by looking at these, click on the eyeglasses up here. You can see that shows us a preview of what it's gonna look like. And then if I click on the eyeglasses again, it goes back to what we had here. So that if that looks good to you, then we'll hit the green check mark, and there's the hole.